So transmitting antenna is generally found in the transmitter side. It is actually transmitting very high frequency signals in case of this modulated waveform. And just before the transmitting antenna, there is a power amplifier. So whatever modulated signal is there, that power of that signal is amplified, and then it is transmitted by using transmitting antenna. So that is a very important part of transmitter stage. In receiver stage also there is receiving antenna, and after receiving antenna also there are different blocks we find in case of receiver side. So those blocks are same as demodulator. So in case of transmitter it is modulator, in case of receiver it is demodulator. In the receiver side we might find decoder if it is digital communication. In the receiver side we find there are oscillator, there can be mixer, and finally at the output of the receiver exactly this 3.3 kilohertz signal whatever was transmitted, the same 3.3 kilohertz signal is found at the output of the receiver as well. Okay. So main process what is done is, if you just give a kind of a simile, it is kind of an encapsulation process that we are doing at the transmitter side, and at the receiver side from this encapsulated signal we are just trying to remove the capsule and try to take out the original signal from the actual modulated signal. So demodulation is a process where the actual baseband signal or modulating signal is taken out from the modulated waveform. So transmitter and receiver, modulation and demodulation, they are just reverse process, and together when they pair up they prepare a whole communication system. So this red block whatever is shown, these are the three components of the core communication system. Yes, this is very important. Without information source, without this user interface, communication system is not complete. But if we talk about the core system which is making the communication system, so there are mainly three blocks. Very simply saying, one is transmitter, second is channel, and third is receiver. Among them, channel is not any circuit. So circuits are there mainly at the transmitter and receiver side, and antennas are integrating part of this communication system. So actually the communication is occurring between transmitting antenna to receiving antenna through the channel. In this case the channel is taken as a free space. So this is more or less a communication system, and these are the three types of different channels what we find in case of communication system. Let us now just check this block diagram in little detail. So next what I'll draw is, it's a detailed block diagram of communication system. So the middle parts will be kept intact. I'll add some few blocks at the starting and at the end that will make detailed block diagram of communication system. So first we will say this is info source. Somebody is singing, let's say, so this is 3.3 kilohertz baseband or modulating signal. So the signal can be of different type. Somebody wants to send the temperature of Belgaum today maybe to New York. So in that case there will be a thermal sensor. That thermal sensor is this one, that is the information source. Somebody wants to send what is the air pressure, what is the air flow today here at Belgaum to maybe London. So in that case the air flow, air pressure, those parameters will become the information source. Now these are not electronic signals. So first step we are supposed to use something called as a transducer. So these are physical signals. These are physical signals. So these physical signals are converted into electronic signal, electrical signal by means of a transducer. Generally this is the age of information. So different types of information we are processing can be sound, picture, video, text, etc. So just think of mobile communication. These are the different modes of, or these are different signals we are transmitting over the communication or mobile communication. Now this first part is over, so transducer is converting this physical signal, so these are all physical signals, they are converted to electronic signals by means of transducer, and then whatever was done previously. So then comes the block of core communication. This is called transmitter, this is called channel. Same here, there is noise, this is called receiver. Then there comes demodulator, then there comes output transducer, and then here baseband signal to user. So nothing big change has been made here, only the signal conversion process at the input of the transmitter side, that is shown, and here it is electronic signal. As usual, this part is the core communication part, and this left side and right side, those block diagrams are almost same. What are the different kinds of output transducers possible? So output transducers in this case can be loudspeaker. If it is sound signal, then output transducer can be loudspeaker. If I am sending some video or if I am sending some picture, then some kind of image viewing thing. So in mobile you can say this is screen, or in case of video you can say this is CRT tube. So these are the output transducer. So whatever signals are being recorded here, if we want to display it at the output side, then whatever electronics, basic electronics are required, those things are called as output transducer. Now you can check that this left side and right side, all these block diagrams are more or less similar. I have just enhanced this information source little bit, and that's why instead of one there has come some 2-3 blocks. Otherwise these two blocks are almost in the same line. So this is more or less the basic explanation of block diagram of communication system. Now the different types of communication systems, that depends on what are the modulating technique or what are the transmission techniques used here. Basic difference between analog and digital transducer: in case of analog transducer, we are only taking processing analog signal from the transmitter side, we are transmitting. Channel, whatever signal is being carried over channel, this signal is also analog. Here also processing is analog, and user interface is also analog. Basic difference between analog and digital communication: in digital communication, after this transducer, here there will come one block that will be called as analog to digital converter. So the processing of signal, transmission, modulation, transmitting from transmitter to the receiver, so in this case this will be digital transmission. So block diagram of, I'll just add, if I say that this is block diagram of digital communication system, then this transmission also will be in terms of digital, and modulation techniques for analog and modulation techniques for digital, they are entirely different. Yes, digital communication, digital modulation signals and techniques, they are much more efficient, they are doing a lot better. We can see almost everywhere analog communication has been substituted by digital communication. So this transmission, these receptions, all this becomes digital now. All this becomes digital now, and whatever we do, everywhere the noise will be disturbing the communication process. So at the receiver side, we should be having a lot of filters. So filter is a circuit that removes noise, takes out the signal from it. So to remove the effect of noise, we have to put a lot of filters, lot of different types of processing at the receiver side. If it is digital communication, then this filtering also becomes digital filter. In case of this system, which is the analog communication system, the filtering happens at the receiver side is analog filtering. But in digital, it will be digital filtering. So these are more or less the block diagram, and depending on analog or digital, mainly the modulating and demodulating process and the transmission process is changed. Next, we have to go and check what is modulation. So this is a very important process where we are finding that the signal that we want to transmit, or baseband signal or modulating signal, that thing actually is modulating the carrier frequency. Because of the same thing, that modulating signal or baseband signal is of low frequency, it cannot travel for longer distance. So it has to take the help of a carrier. Carrier is called carrier because carrier is carrying the modulating signal from one place to the other without any distortion in that. So what is meant by modulation? Modulation is a process where we are baseband signal. So this is a definition. So baseband signal in this case is superimposed on carrier signal and a mixed high frequency signal is formed for transmission over longer distance. So there are many definitions of modulation, but this is the basic idea of modulation, that whatever signal we want to transmit, let it be some singing, some temperature, some pressure at some point, electronic signal after conversion of transducer, that signal is superimposed on a carrier signal. Now baseband signal means, we have to remember, this is low frequency, cannot travel longer, and carrier signal is always high frequency, so this can travel longer. So this is the main agenda, one of the main agenda of modulation, that carrying distance should be increased, and for that we are doing modulation. So baseband signal is superimposed on carrier signal and a mixed high frequency signal, which is called as modulated signal. So please don't confuse between these two things. Modulating signal is baseband. The signal which is carrying this modulating to the receiver side is called as carrier signal, high frequency. And whenever these two things are getting mixed and producing a mixed signal, that signal is called as modulated. So these are the three definitions. So this, the mixed signal is also high frequency signal. This is called modulated signal, and this is formed because we want transmission over longer distance. So it is said that low frequency signal cannot travel a longer distance, already discussed. Carrier signal of high frequency carries them for a longer distance. Low frequency signal get highly attenuated in medium. Medium means it can be air, it can be simple cable. In medium, and their strength reduces very fast. But if you are mixing it with high frequency carrier, then it can travel for longer distance. What is the need of modulation? Already it is explained. Just let us see the points in a categorical fashion. So first point is, for